Hanan Ali is a mother of 4 who fled Khartoum to escape the fighting. She was able to find refuge in the eastern city of Port Sudan. But she says the forced displacement has affected the health of her youngest children.
The young ones are twins who used to drink formula, and when the fighting started, it became harder to find it for them. Sometimes I give them cow milk, sometimes powdered milk. Their health started deteriorating, and they had to be hospitalized 3 times.
UN figures show 3 million Sudanese children were malnourished even before the conflict began between the army and the paramilitary rapid support forces in mid-April. In 7 months, that number has increased by 37%, with many children suffering from malnutrition-related diseases. At least 500 children have died because of a lack of food since the conflict started. And aid organizations say 10,000 more could die by the end of the year if they don't have access to humanitarian assistance. But the months-long fighting is making that difficult in parts of the country and near impossible in others. Many food distribution centers have been destroyed in the violence. That's put aid centers in safer areas under increased pressure.
There's been around a 40% increase in the number of cases we receive because of the number of displaced people who've arrived in the state. Once they arrive, we admit them to the centers for checkup. They arrive exhausted and many don't have the means to buy food, so they rely on the aid provided.
Organizations such as the World Food Programme say several factors are affecting the provision of humanitarian assistance.
Reaching Khartoum, Darfur, and some parts of Kordofan, it's heavily impeded. This is in addition to the funding constraints and the extensively impacted health care services that worsens the dire nutrition status in the country.
Hanan says she knows she wouldn't have been able to get help for her children if she had stayed in Khartoum. But she hopes the conflict ends soon so she doesn't have to rely on aid for their survival. Hiba, Al Jazeera, Port Sudan.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.